Good morning. Welcome to another episode of Mindful Monday. I thought what we would talk about today is vibration. And if you're starting to go out now, you're starting to go back to your work, you have to drive a little bit more, just experiencing more people in general at this point, you might notice that you're a little bit more irritable, a little more exhausted, and maybe a general anxiety around being around people that you used to love being around. So, being able to recognize this, being mindful of this feeling and this sensation, understanding that we're vibrational beings. When we have an emotion, it gets transmitted out. Whether we say it or not, it's in the room that we're in. That's why when you walk into a room, people have been fighting or arguing, the room feels hot. You want to step back, right? So the way that I always think about this is we're like tuning forks. And if you can remember second grade being in music class and all teachers hitting a tuning fork and it vibrated at a certain level, and then bringing in another tuning fork that hasn't been hit, and all of a sudden it gets close enough to where it starts vibrating at that same level, right? That's how human beings are. If I come into contact with you and you're in a very bad mood and I'm not even in tune with what my mood is, I might start to pick up your mood. And I might start to vibrate at that level, that lower level, right? So if you're around family, you've become accustomed to whatever that vibration is in the household. And you've all kind of agreed upon it either consciously or subconsciously. Now, when you go out to your next meeting and you have to go from meeting to meeting to meeting, someone might have made you mad in that first meeting, and you might carry that vibration into your next meetings. So to be mindful, to be aware of what is my tune at? Where am I at right now? It's very easy to pass on this negativity or this anxiety that we experience when you notice one of your friends is talking really, really fast, and all of a sudden it's so urgent that now you're caught up in the urgency, right? This is where we take our breaths, right? This is where all that training has been. All these breathing in for 4, exhaling for 4, breathing in for 4, exhaling for 8. All these things that you've been practicing, right? All the journal writing that you've been doing. You are more aware of how you function, how your tuning fork vibrates. So you can choose. Are you going to be the tuning fork that's interrupted by someone else's vibration? Or are you going to be that original tuning fork that creates a positive vibration towards other people? This can be done with practice, right? And you're going to go in there in a positive mood and you might get a couple more reports that you weren't planning. And then all of a sudden, you might be in that bad mood. But again, you have the ability to change that vibration. So this week, be mindful of your vibration. Notice how it's affecting others and how others are affecting you. And it's not to judge them, it's not to shame them, but it's just to be aware because we've had this time where we've been isolated from other people and we haven't had to recalibrate ourselves at a moment's notice. So this week, this month, finishing it up, it is going to be a challenge just to come back to your own vibration. Just like Kendrick said, please don't kill my vibe. Try this out this week. Remember, breathe deeply. Live fully. Have a great week.